What makes the Winchesters so special? Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 supernatural characters we want back from the dead. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the characters from the TV show Supernatural that we'd like to see come back from the dead. Since resurrection is actually fairly common on the show, at least for its heroes, we want to see these other characters get the same opportunity for a revival. Number 10, Adam Milligan.
That's our brother.
Although the Winchester's half-brother has already been brought back once, we'd still like to see him return a second time. Adam may not have gotten much of a chance to interact with his siblings before the Archangel Michael took over his body, but we'd still love to see his relationship with them explored in further detail. However, if Adam does return, it's far more likely that it will be as a villain, since Sam and Dean have basically left him to rot in hell for the last 10 years. Oops.
You may not believe it, but Dad was trying to protect you, keeping you from all this.
Yeah, well, I guess the monster that ate me didn't get that memo.
Number 9, Benny Lafitte.
First rule of Purgatory, kid. You can't trust nobody.
Another character who has already gotten a second lease at life, Benny Lafitte is a vampire with a conscience, who Dean became allied with while they were both in Purgatory.
I got something you need. Yeah, what's that? A way out?
Benny's struggles to return to life on Earth, and his relatable personality, offered a different take on a vampire character. And his unusual friendship with Dean was a definite highlight of Season 8.
It's a human portal, jackass. Only humans can pass through.
Although Benny ultimately returned to Purgatory to help the Winchesters out, and because he felt more at home there, we still hold out hope that this vamp could return one day.
Thank you.
Number 8, Ellen and Jo Harvelle.
See you on the other side. Probably sooner than later.
A dynamic mother-daughter duo, Ellen and Jo Harvelle are hunters who ran a bar called the Roadhouse. The pair also often acted as allies, and pseudo-mother and little sister figures for Sam and Dean. Both of them met their ends sacrificing themselves during a fight against hellhounds after Jo was fatally wounded.
No. Somebody's gotta let him in. And like you said, you're not moving. You got me, Jo.
Ellen and Jo were terrific, complex characters, and a much beloved part of the early years of Supernatural.
I will always love you, baby.
We'd relish the chance to see them return to the hunt, though getting to see them alive in an alternate reality was almost enough.
You smell like a bar, you know that?
You don't exactly smell like a rose yourself.
Yeah, I've been hunting with Jo. What's your excuse?
Number 7, Gabriel.
Tell me one thing. Why didn't the stake kill you?
I am the trickster.
At first presenting himself as a mischievous trickster, Gabriel was an archangel who turned his back on his responsibilities in heaven to enjoy himself on Earth. Unlike his brothers, Gabriel learned to appreciate humanity, which ultimately led him to siding with the Winchesters against Lucifer, a decision that ultimately cost him his life.
Amateur hocus pocus. And don't forget, you learned all your tricks from me, little brother.
Far more lewd and snarky than most angels, Gabriel's hilarious sense of humor and good heart endeared him to fans, and we join them in the hope that he managed to trick his way out of dying somehow.
Oh, the end is still nigh. Michael and Lucifer are gonna dance the lambada. But not tonight. Not here.
Number 6, Kevin Tran. A teenage honor student and a prophet of the Lord, Kevin Tran brought a much-needed dose of reality back to the lives of Sam and Dean.
How did you find that?
'Cause I'm Kevin frickin' Solo.
Kevin's naivete, intelligence, and sarcastic one-liners made him a fan-favorite character, and it was sad to see him murdered by an angel.
No, Kevin!
While Sam and Dean may not have treated their real little brother very well, Kevin filled the role quite nicely, and we pray to Chuck that the big guy will send him back. Still, the fact that we've recently gotten a version of Kevin from an alternate universe should tide us over till then.
Kevin? Kevin Tran?
Have we met?
We had one of you in our world.
The other you is dead.
Number 5, Crowley.
Hello, boys. Sorry I'm late.
A demon and the former king of hell, Crowley is a frequent frenemy of the Winchesters, both helping and working against them at various points during the series.
You two are lucky you have your looks.
As flippant as he is devious, Crowley is among the funniest and most complex characters on Supernatural, with a detailed backstory and compelling motivations. Ultimately, he sacrificed himself to trap Lucifer in a desolate alternate world, proving he was made better by his interactions with the boys.
Bye, boys.
We would have put him higher, but given his long run on the show and his relatively recent death, we felt our next entries deserved resurrection more.
This isn't Wall Street, this is hell. We have a little something called integrity.
Number 4, Death.
I'm old, Dean. Very old. So I invite you to contemplate how insignificant I find you.
Not even Death himself is safe from dying on Supernatural. The Grim Reaper and one of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Death was one of the most powerful beings in the show's universe, being comparable to God, and also one of the few people that the Winchesters ever respected or feared.
What I find truly fascinating, Dean, that's good, is that you and I both know that I've been burned by your Winchesters before, yet you still call.
Death brought a tremendous gravitas to every scene he was in, even when he was advising or belittling Dean or enjoying junk food. And his few appearances were always a highlight.
Forgive me.
Although Dean seemingly killed him with his own scythe, we hope that death is not the end for Death. After all, he does last forever.
She's right. Nothing lasts forever. Well, I do.
Number 3, John Winchester.
I just want you to know that I am so proud of you.
Sam and Dean's father, John Winchester, raised his boys to hunt monsters and save people.
Why didn't you come in, Dad?
You know why? Because I had to make sure you weren't followed by anyone or anything.
Although he only appeared sparingly early on in the show, and died in the 2nd season to save Dean's life, his effect on the story and its protagonist has been tremendous, and he's frequently referenced throughout Supernatural.
I want you to watch out for Sammy, okay?
John's unorthodox relationship with his boys affects them to this day, and seeing them be able to reconnect with him after everything they've been through would no doubt be a legendarily epic encounter.
You two are all I've got. But I guess we are stronger as a family.
Number 2, Charlie Bradbury.
I'm in. I've always wanted to say that.
A hacker and eventual hunter, Charlie Bradbury was a friend and ally of the Winchesters. Thoroughly adorkable with plenty of nerd cred, Charlie always bounced off of Sam and Dean in a very sisterly sort of way.
I feel dirty.
You and me both, sister.
She was among the most relentlessly and instantly likable characters on the show, which made her incredibly brutal death all the more heartbreaking.
Charlie?
Charlie is a fan favorite among fan favorites, so seeing her get a resurrection would make all of us feel like we're walking on sunshine. Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
You had me at kill you, Crowley.
Old is rule, Bobby. Old is rule.
Number 1, Bobby Singer. A veteran hunter and a friend of John Winchester's, Bobby acted as a father figure to Sam and Dean, as well as being one of their closest allies, who was always willing to help them out of a jam, hook them up with a job, or provide any information they needed.
Monsters lately? Is it me or is it weird?
This grumpy guy kept the brothers grounded and loved them so much that he had a hard time letting go, even after he died.
Just... thanks. For everything.
Bobby may not have been the father Sam and Dean needed, but he was the one they deserved. We'd have to be idiots not to want Bobby back.
Here's to running into you guys on the other side. Only not too soon. All right?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.